just surfing on Hockey TV looking for some stuff. Happened to be watching the USA Hockey National High School Championships that I was announcing that year. That number is 904-652-4036. I'll give that a couple more times. And we'll also have maybe some trivia as we get a little deeper. This is Winkler zone entry. Bouncing puck into the slot area and saved by the goaltender. I don't know if that's Christian Bade or Charlie Bergstrom. I was expecting Christian Bade to wear number 2 and Bergstrom to wear 30. He's got number 1. Goaltender the other side is Braden Rasmussen. Braden Rasmussen on rostered here for the Maine Nordiques. Right-hand side, it's Winkler through the neutral zone, gains the red line, gains Swears. Sullivan, S-W-I-E-R-S-Z. I'm going to go with Swears. So my name is John Connolly. Telephone number again, if you want to text me, we'll do crowdsourced color commentary. Make it fun throughout the day, 904-652-4036. Spinning is Frank. He takes it down into the corner. Quick chip. Centering pass. That gets deflected and allows the Magicians to clear it out toward the neutral zone. Retreating is Frank. I'm sorry, that's 77 Beckwith. Not 47. He passes it up right-hand side. Zone entry for Swears. Runs into a little traffic. And we got it. Offsides called. Whistle. Face off in front of the Magi bench. Day 4 of the North American Hockey League Showcase. That's the junior league. They play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it's 14 games a day, 56 games total. All 28 teams in the league here. And they start the season with their Super Bowl, if you will. Very similar to the way NASCAR starts with the Daytona 500 and then goes and plays the rest of the schedule. These teams will play regionally in their divisions and started out with the National Week. Get some cross-divisional play. Now, I mention that because this North American Prospects Hockey League event rests alongside it. And that is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're on day 3 of our showcase. They're on day 4 of their showcase. And these teams will play another game tomorrow, and then they'll be on their way. Stretch pass, a little too far for Swears. Goes for an icing call. Face-off comes back to the right of goaltender Rasmussen. Lipovitz in the face-off circle. Puck comes to Elwell. He's going to skate it for a while and make that breakout pass up in front of the benches. Mason Foss, neutral zone. He's trying to get control of the bouncing puck, and they dump it in toward the corner. It's picked up by Jackson Tolanen. To the blue line and out. Jacobs on retreat, trying to get that puck flat. He does. And his pass bounces off the intended target and goes all the way down for an icing call. Kieran Mahoney in the face-off circle for the Magicians. Puck rolls to the blue line, and they try to regain possession with the regroup, but Swears steps in with the steal. Elwell, blue line, walks it down, top of the circle, looking for a tip. He sends a shot down low. Good things happen when you do. That gets deflected into the goaltender. Don't know if it's Bade, Bergstrom, or somebody else, but he makes the save. Face off to the right of the Magicians' goal. Swears in the face-off circle one way. It's Mahoney the other. Mahoney with the win. They poke it up ahead. Wangerin with a shot. And that's kicked aside by goaltender Rasmussen. Bouncing puck neutral zone. Swears. And Martin gets a stick on it. Bounces high in there. Now Swears steps in. Shot. Glove save, face-off coming to the goaltender. Kind of week to week with players' availability. Homecoming last night for some of the area high schools. Some kids may be recovering from the dance. This puck bounces and in the neutral zone. Eventually played by Jacobs. Sweeping is Holman. Turnover. Shot from Voss. That hits the back glass. Jacobs picks up the rebound. Quick chip to the corner. Centering pass. Nobody home. Puck turns over and it's Magicians the other way. Crossing the red line. Zone entry. That's the aforementioned. And heretofore unnamed in number 8. Bouncing puck. He gets the steal. Came right back to him. And it's poked to the corner by Jacobs. Right-hand side. Exit pass onto the tape. At 34. He on me. That's my mistake. Face-off won by the Nordiques. Back to the blue line. Jacobs set up an umbrella power play. Anderson. He takes a shot. Oh, it's deflected in. I think it goes in cleanly for Anderson. As far as the Nordiques are concerned, he'll get credited for the goal. It did hit someone, but they're wearing a black jersey. Either the defender or the goaltender got a piece of it. But it is a goal for Anderson on a shot from that top of the circle. And the Nordiques now lead at 1-0. All right, so I'm assuming nobody's watching. I forgot a roster. Got a little help from Hans is here. Hans, one of the league scouts. He comes up from Indiana to scout these events and puts together a list for their league central scouting. Helps the junior teams know who the good players are to watch in the developmental pipeline, if you will. So he helps me out, gets me something I can work from, and I hand him write a roster. And I can, kind of do a decent job announcing. Anderson, zone entry, shot. That's over to the sidewall. And now a scrum. Puck doesn't quite pop out to the blue line, not out. One more time, kept in by Rish. Rish down in the corner, doing the dirty work. Wins the puck, plays it to the blue line. Shot comes in, wide of the mark. On retreat, Fabio, neutral zone. So at the National Hockey League, you're aware they play for a big trophy at the end of the year. It's the Stanley Cup. Come back to that next whistle. Jacobs on the back wall, battling, checking down low is Appert. And a little bit of a scrum. We'll wait for the puck to pop out. Eventually it does, and it's Reese Beckwith, 3-on-1. Oh, he went low with it. Streaking down low was Elwell. Elwell doing a great job. The trendy word a year ago was activate, saying that the defenseman activated. Well, they mean he got in the rush. If you watch the old San Jose Sharks, Sanis Ojelin was great at that. We'd watch the forwards go up and he'd take off and join the rush. Elwell was the target there, tracking toward that post. To the blue line. Oh, Jacobs with a couple huge steals there. Jacobs got in the passing lane, knocked it down. There was an exit pass that would have sprung a breakaway, but Jacobs says, I can't go for the Nordiques, but the Magicians play it to the blue line, not out. Second time's a charm. This pass goes through the stick of the intended target, Rish, and a little too far for Bridgman, and that allows Jacobs to pick it up. Over to Fabio, he plays his breakout along the wall. Parnell, right side, to the neutral zone, intended target, Anderson. Stepping up is Lafferty with the temporary steal. It comes right back, and now it is shot here from the Nordiques. Save and a cover. Bade Bergstrom. Or neither. All right, so did everybody get that question? Stanley Cup was won for the first time by a team based in an American city. Oh, Major Laser Frank. Blow a kiss, fire a gun. That is a beautiful wicked wrister. Top corner. Kind of unsuspecting, the face-off just kind of came harmlessly to on the blue line. He shot quickly before the goaltender could get adjusted. Absolute dart up in the top corner. And that makes it 2-0 Nordiques. 3:23 to go in the half. Wow. Braden Frank take a bow. All right. So musical references so far. Hall & Oates. We had Major Lazer with the blow a kiss, fire a gun. I think Moo did the vocals. pop rock artist, whatever you want to call her. Right-hand side, pass a little bit too far. I'll keep them coming. Beckwith, back line. Canavari. Jacobs, right-hand side, shot, and it's another goal for the Nordiques. 3-0 now. Got into his forehand. Sam Jacobs, elevator up over the goaltender's blocker pad. And let me know, 904-652-4036. Heather checked in already. I'll read the text at the break. Thanks for watching. Final minute of the half. That number again, 904-652-4036. Quick trip into the corner, heavy on the forecheck here is Ryan Lipovitz. And that question one more time. Stanley Cup, play for it every year, NHL playoffs. Anderson, this shot, save, and a rebound. There to pick up the loose changes, Beckwith. Beckwith following the puck, tracks a one-timer, and he gets that in behind the goaltender. It is 5-0. So that question one more time. They play for the Stanley Cup every year in the National Hockey League. It's the most respected trophy in team sports, I think, right? So, certainly from a North American perspective. So anyway, Stanley Cup was first won by a team from which American city? First time an American team hoisted the Stanley Cup. They called which city home? And I'll give you the answer when we come back after the intermission. We're going to scrape off the snow, throw down some water. And I never know, are we waiting for the water to freeze or the ice to dry? You tell me, I don't know. John Connolly here for Hockey TV as we go to half. The Magicians gain the zone, taking it down against Elwell as time expires, centering pass, and there goes the horn. Be right back, everybody. Thanks for watching. The National Hockey League, and there was a team that won it based out of Seattle in the 19 teens. So over 100 years ago, the Stanley Cup was won by an American team for the first time. They hail from Seattle, and there's your answer to today's trivia question. I might even say the first trivia question, because chances are we might, with a running time third period here, maybe get something else. So I want to thank those for checking in and chiming in. Free dinner to Morton Steakhouse carries over. Nobody chimed in with the answer to that. I want to thank Heather for watching. Yeah, my favorite player too. He's having a good game. He's having a good game. 5-on-3 for 3 more seconds with another penalty. And the Magicians back to full strength as Swears went off with that second, or excuse me, the Magicians now 5-on-4. The Nordiques got one of the players back. Swears took a penalty, and that makes it almost 4 minutes straight. The Nordiques are going to have to kill. We're a little more than halfway through that. Stretch pass, right-hand side, zone entry for Kieran Mahoney. Makes the play over to Wangren. Wangren, 2 syllables, Wangren. Got it. Special thanks to his dad sitting in front of me for helping out with that. Kuchera loses it as he enters the zone. Got a little plastic stick butt on the ice. Linesman picks it up. Play continues in front of the benches. Bouncing puck over to the sidewall. And Frank, neutral zone. Kept in at the point. Tristan Anderson, slow roller all the way down. One of these players' siblings, I know I've announced, Mahoney's brother Connor, done him, played for a number of different teams over the years. He played at Blake, he played at Shattuck St. Mary's for their 15s. Saw him play with the Blizzard. But anyway, yeah, I think I know who that was. And mentioned earlier that I remember a real good defender for Lakeville. And I thought this was his younger brother. I think that's the case. Elwell, short pass, Jacobs. Still a power play for the next 75 seconds. Jacob with a shot that finds its way through to the back of the net. I don't know if it was tipped. Looks like Jacobs might be the goal scorer. And they ask around, and not enough of a celebration for me to tell if it was tipped or not. But the shot came in from Jacobs. +1 for the, well, no, it was power play goal, no +1 on that one. Swears, Elwell, Winkler were on the ice. Martin, those were the other 4 out with him. And 9-0. Plunkett, pass deflects into the slot. Picked up by Kingsvater. Gets it toward the goal where it's pushed aside by Rasmussen. Nursing that shutout. That might be about the only storyline. Maybe one of the players on Maine working on a hat trick or something. And there's a dead turnover straight away to Plunkett off to the races. Plunkett, he likes the land. Got a trick to make the Nordiques disappear. Rabbit in the hat. Presto changeo. Abracadabra. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, the Magicians were a junior team in the North American Hockey League up until this season, where they relocated and are now known as the Wisconsin Wendigo. But I never was asked to do public address and play music for them, but if I did, I would have played Abracadabra. That would have been a good one to enter to, right? We'll warm up to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they did. I've only been to a couple of Magicians games. Richfield Ice Arena, their home rink. The playoff game a couple years ago. Right-hand side, breaking up ice. Kieran Mahoney gains the zone, dumps it in. Bouncing puck corner. Played by Elwell. Centering pass. Best scoring chance of the game for Mahoney. denied. Huge save, Rasmussen. Fritters away. It rolled off of his stick. Anderson. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Left side, Wangren. He gets knocked down. Big hit. Jacobs as the pass arrived, and we need to call interference. What's the call? Roughing. I don't know. I'm a little surprised it was a penalty. The pass got there, and he hit him a little from the side, gave him a push. Player wasn't on balance, and that's why he got toppled over. And I didn't think I saw anything too egregious, but nonetheless, a penalty. And I do think a lot of that can be preventative at this point. You got a Minnesota Moose at the 16U age group. Looking forward to that one. We're going to go try to warm up in between. We got a power play situation here for the Nordiques with just 2.5 minutes to go. They'll spend a minute and a half of that on the power play with what's left. And I think with a game that might be, I don't know, 10-11 nothing. Fabio gets pushed by Tristan Anderson. Love lost, roughing the call. And Hockey League, it was 4-0. National team beat a much older Johnstown team. So you'll want to watch that one tonight if you don't have anything going. This has been John Conway.